granted the right to equal pay over 40 years ago, but there is still a significant wage gap in contemporary Australia. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, as of 2013, it stood at 17.1%. Complex changes have occurred in the Australian gender order in the past few decades. Emphasis is placed on the male breadwinner model and its recent breakdown as a result of varying factors such as the decline of the nuclear family, restructuring within the labour market, and socio-economic issues, which all have monumental impact on gender relations within households. The dramatic rise of single-parenting households is also making the male breadwinner model increasingly redundant. The complexity of these changes in gender order have allowed a rise of women achieving forms of power which was once only held by males, thus producing more support for gender equality. Gender stereotyping in terms of power relations is prominent in today's society. There is a presumption that women exercise power within their close relations in the private sphere of their family and friends. Males, on the other hand, are shown to have more structural power whereby interaction with the public sphere is prevalent. However, women are increasingly participating in structural powered roles which is slowly closing the gap of gender inequality. For example, the increase of female CEOs. Despite the increase in female CEOs, men still dominate the workforce. In a study conducted in 2013, men admitted to using their gender to their advantage in order to gain employment or move upwards in their field. With men using both feminine and masculine attributes more so than women, this allows men access to a wider range of job prospects, simultaneously segregating women to either part-time work or jobs that are categorized as feminine. Quantitative data is essential in uncovering a collective perspective on groups and specifically women in the workforce. The traditionalist method through using surveys and questionnaires helps sociologists to understand the trends of women's satisfaction in the workforce. Whilst women make up over half of part-time employment, Preston and Jefferson 2014 points out the overrepresentation of part-time work in quantitative data to represent the closing gap between women and men's pay. The use of quantitative data represents that women make up to 53.2% of part-time employment. The current research will use a mixed method approach to try and gain a better understanding of gender segregation in the workforce. The qualitative nature of the questions will allow a more detailed and in-depth response, while a large sample size enables a wider range of responses and for the data to be empirically justifiable on a macro level. By using a mixed method approach, gender inequality in the workforce may be better understood, allowing adequate and appropriate changes to be made. This research may lead to stronger support for gender equality, more job prospects for women in the future, and could potentially decrease the gender pay gap. Help us to help you. Fund our research and strive for gender equality.